Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Francesca and today we'll be guiding you in this class. We focus on back bend and shoulder flexibility. When you're ready, let's start in a comfortable laying position, taking a moment here to arrive on the mat and bring one hand on the heart and one on your belly, closing the eyes. As you take this moment to bring your attention to the breathing, start to relax the shoulders, the back, noticing how your body gets more and more in touch with the mat. Keeping your eyes closed for one last deep breath. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and guide the heels a little bit closer to the glutes. Tuck your pelvis under and lift the glutes off the ground. Come into a glute bridge. Pausing here as you focus on activating through the glutes. Activating the core as well as you lift a little bit higher at every inhale. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Using the breath to stay here a little bit longer and to create more connection with your body. Staying here for 2 more deep breaths. Breathe in and out through the nose for 1. And as you exhale, start to lower the glutes back down on the ground. Then hug both knees to the chest, gently swinging up and down the mat a few times, giving a nice massage to your back. And when you're ready, let's come into a seated position. Keeping the feet down on the ground, place the hands behind the back with the fingers pointing towards the end of the mat. Then lift the chest a little bit high, shifting the gaze up or back. And you can stay here. If you want, you can scoop the glutes a little bit closer to the heels as you elevate the chest a little bit higher, focusing on lengthening through your shoulders. Constant and steady breathing. Opening through the chest as you keep pushing the ground or weight as you elevate the chest a little bit higher. And as you exhale, start to release, coming out of the pose, preparing to make your way into a tabletop position. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers wide, grouping off the mat, and start to draw some circle here, activating through the wrist as you warm up the wrist. Deep breath in and out through the nose. As you exhale, reverse the direction. And then release, returning back to the center. Take a deep breath in through the nose, look up, lengthen. And then as you exhale, round, sending the gaze towards the navel. Again, open through the chest, look up, take a deep breath in through the nose, arch. Exhale, round. And keep doing this movement at your own pace, focusing on creating space in the upper back, in between the shoulders, on releasing any tension from your spine. As you start to link each movement with the breathing. Then tuck your toes and come to sit on the heels, taking a moment here. Cross the fingers and rotate the palms towards the ceiling, go bend through the chest, look up, lengthen, arch. And then as you exhale, round, send the gaze towards the navel. Again, open through the chest, lengthen, take a deep breath in through the nose, creating more space. And as you exhale, round. Again, arms up, look up, arch. Exhale, round. And on the last one, open through the chest, lengthen, take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, round. Then release, hands come back on the ground. Keep your toes stacked, lift the knees and send the hips up and back, coming to a down dog. And for your first down dog, start to see if you want to pedal through the legs, doing any movement that your body needs in this moment. Ground yourself here as you push the ground away. Constant and steady breathing. Starting to bend and extend the legs as you lengthen through the spine. And start to walk with the hands towards your feet. Starting to make a way into a forward fold at the end of the mat. Once you get there, soften through the knees, hands on the ground, allowing the head to be heavy. Gently swinging side to side. Then cross the hands behind the back, keep the palms together and start to push with the hands over the head. As you lengthen through the shoulders. Keep bending through the knees, guiding the forehead towards the knees. Lengthening through the spine. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Then as you exhale, release the hands down on the ground, walk forward, coming back into that down dog. Hips up and back, deep breath in and out through the nose. Run through the spine, shifting the weight forward, coming into plank. Bend the knees as you open through the chest, look up, arch, and as you exhale, hips up and back. And keep repeating these waves, rounding as you come forward, open the chest, coming back. You can go at your own pace, really articulating through the spine as you create space in the upper back, warming up through the spine, holding onto the balance. And as you exhale, release the knees down on the ground, open through the chest, lengthen, arch, and as you exhale, lower the forehead down on the mat for an extended puppy pose. Keep the hips in line with the knees as you focus on opening through the chest. Using the breath to create space, so every time you inhale, look for the space, and as you exhale, gently push with the chest closer to the ground. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Holding here for one last deep breath. And then as you exhale, start to slide forward as you lower the belly down on the mat, making your way into a Sphinx pose. Draw the shoulder blades together, activating through the glutes. Elevating the shoulder a little bit more, opening through the chest. Option to close the eyes as you keep holding here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, tuck your toes. Lift the body off the ground, making your way into a dolphin pose. So start to walk with the feet closer to the shoulder. Be mindful that the closer you come with the feet to the elbows, the more you feel on the shoulder. And wherever you are, keep pushing the ground away as you lift the head a little bit more far away from the ground. Trying to focus on activating the shoulder, but at the same time lengthening through the back of your legs. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Staying here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, release the knees down on the ground, making your way for a moment to a child's pose as you lower the forehead down, taking a moment here to rest and reconnect with the breathing. When you're ready, start to make your way back into down dog, sending the hips up and back, deep breath in and out through the nose. And lift the right leg up for a 3-leg down dog. Shift the gaze forward, step forward, right foot in between the hands, lower the back knee down, bring the arms over the head, come into a low lunge. Cross the fingers, point the index up as you open through the chest and lengthen. And use the breath here to create space. Then as you exhale, round through the spine, shift the gaze towards the navel, and as you now arms up, look up. Again, rounding. Then open the chest or reaching over with the hands. And keep doing this movement, creating space in the shoulder, in your upper back, as you release any unwanted tension. As you exhale, straighten the right leg. Lower the both hands down on the ground, framing the right foot. Come into a half split. Guiding the belly to the thigh as you keep the right leg engaged and extended. Keep lengthening from the crown of the head, staying here for one more deep breath. And as you exhale, bend the right leg. Tuck your left toe, lift the knee off the ground, and step forward at the top of the mat, halfway lift, open through the chest, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. Unroll the spine, resting up over vertebra after the other one, guide the arms over the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose, gentle back bend. Exhale, release Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up, lengthen, arch. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift as you open through the chest, arch. Hands down on the mat, stepping back with the left foot, drop the back knee down on the mat, making your way back into that low lunge. Taking a moment maybe to go a little bit deeper than before in this heart opening. And as you exhale, release. Bring the right hand on top of the right leg, hold on to the left foot, guide the heel to the glute for a quad stretch. Opening for the chest, keep holding here as you keep gently pushing forward with the hips, guiding the heel to the glute, lengthening through your psoas, through your quad, deep breath in and out through the nose. And when you exhale, release. Frame the right foot with both hands and step back to plank. Lower the knees down on the mat, chest and chin. As you inhale, open through the chest. When you exhale, lower the forehead down on the mat. Hands on the edge of the mat, open through the chest, lengthen, arch. And as you exhale, lower the head down. Again, opening through the chest and rolling through the spine, keeping the head heavy. Arch. Exhale, lower head down. And keep repeating this cobra wave, focusing on opening through the chest. Releasing any tension in your upper back, creating mobility and openness. Then as you exhale, lower the head down on the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes and lift yourself back into a down dog. Take a moment here as you lengthen through your spine. Then lift the left leg up, 3-leg down dog. Then as you exhale, step forward the left foot in between the hands, lowering the back knee down. Reaching up with the arms, come into a low lunge. Cross the fingers, point the index up as you open through the chest, keeping the gaze forward, or you can follow the hands with the gaze. Going a little bit deeper. Then as you exhale, round through the spine as the inhale, open through the chest. Again, round, reaching forward with the hands. Inhale, arch. And keep doing this movement as you create space in the upper back, in the shoulders. Then as you exhale, extend the left leg, come into an active half split. Otherwise, you can release the hands down on the mat, guiding the belly to the thighs. Lengthening through the spine and keeping the left leg active, deep breath in and out through the nose. Keep guiding the belly to the thigh. And as you exhale, release. Tuck your right toe and step forward, halfway lift at the top of the mat, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. Unroll the spine, rising up, guiding the arms over the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose, lengthen. And as you exhale, release Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up, deep breath in, lengthen.
And
as you exhale, fold Uttanasana
for as long as you like.
Halfway lift, open through the chest, arch.
Thank you so much.
Hands down on the mat, step back with the right foot, lowering the back knee down on the mat, and reach up with the arms, coming back into that low lunge.
Please make sure to leave me a thumbs up.
Take a moment here as you open through the chest, reaching high and back with the hands. And as you exhale, place the left hand on the left thigh. Bend the right leg and hold on to the foot as you guide the heel to the glute for a quad stretch. Focusing on lowering the hips down, on creating space. Being always mindful where you are in your practice. It doesn't matter how deep you go, but just focusing on how this feels in your body. Using the breath to go a little bit deeper as you stay here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, release, frame the left foot with both hands and step back to plank. Lower the knees, chest and chin down on the ground. Take a moment here to move the hips side to side as you release any tension from the lower back. And again, we're going to open the hands out to the side and start to do the cobra waves again. Keeping the head heavy. Lifting the head up a last as you articulate through the spine, open through the chest, lengthen, look up. And as you exhale, lower down. Again, opening through the chest, lengthen, maybe going a little bit deeper as you lift. And as you exhale, lower down on the mat. Hands underneath the shoulder, tuck your toes, and lift yourself up, back into a down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, we're going to lower the knees down on the ground and make your way to sit on the heels for a moment as you close the eyes. Taking this moment to reconnect with the breathing. Then we're going to lift the glutes off the mat, preparing for camel pose. Place the hands on the hips. Draw the shoulder blades together, elbows together as you lift the head up, shifting the gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep activating the glutes, pushing forward as you elevate the chest higher. You could stay here, you can find your heels, either keeping the toes untucked or tucking them. Any option completely fine, and keep holding. Doing long deep breath in and out through the nose. As you elevate the chest a little bit higher. Staying here for one last deep breath. And as you exhale, release, making your way into a child's pose as you close the eyes and relax the shoulders down. Taking a moment here in stillness to reconnect with the breathing, with your own practice. Taking this moment to release any tension from your lower back, from your upper back. And start taking a long deep breath in and out through the nose as you come back to your intention, to come back to the breathing. And you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, please make sure to leave me a thumbs up, a comment, and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon on the mat.